confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too. That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty... Oh. First off, that Abyss... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Also, your sister said the next thing. Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into. And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction So that's why you're... But... Also, how come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of you? Yeah, Then... We can't let ourselves get... Our journey's not over yet. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, Come on, Traveler. Let's go.
I created another universe and founded paradise, for I...
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have... Well, Paimon believes in both, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. She said we needed to, and we won't find out what this... don't mention it. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Why don't we ask someone... Oh, let's see what she... Leo's really got a lot going for it.
I think I may have... Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
All tasks have been handed out. To make people smile.
Ha! Adventurer!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. That's...
What a horrible
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there.
Kanjo commission?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed. Meanwhile, it doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. And even if you did manage to find...
Seems like they really don't want anyone...
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. The Alcor is the flagship of...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
got here? Wait. She's a hard one, judging by the clothes.
Hey!
Paimon. What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but
Huh? The fragrance of what?
pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am
You're not far off, but they go by. This young man is kinda hard.
with this fine ship and the soft sea breeze. Would it not be romantically
Not like.
only if the mood
Hey, you don't.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
Huh? I thought you. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. They're too important. So, you've got nothing. Two, you can't take. You must. And with Lewis.
But
Well, before you dismiss the idea, get this.
supplied by myself
is there really such thing as a map?
when a vision bear. As for whether this
Yep. And the way organizing the class. So, if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect.
Yeah.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so, Inazuma? In that case, if you win the
You just want him to take part in.
What's wrong with that? The more
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament.
It seems like it will.
map. Let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against? Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put well, I'd have the Clash as a nobody wants
Yeah.
Me? Oh,
Uh-huh.
what? You nonsense. Not to mention, I've helped them. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll see you in the arena.
Are you...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life but this tournament.
Exactly.
This master of yours...
Famous. He's the founder of the... You probably wouldn't... He's got to be to the Ling Shan clan?
Forced to...
It's a type of breed. For example, our...
One time, he sent a challenger
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist.
There's a tuition.
Of course.
But recently, though...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision...
Well, we have to try...
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems
So you're all...
You better believe it. For me? Obtaining... No. I know how that's... I've passed every exam. In most people's eyes, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought along a bit of an Of course, I also put in a few... Ha! Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you?
Did I... Is it really that...
Huh? I have to ask. Oh, it's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuch...
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later. I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too! Put down...
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
Come on, let's go sign up.
How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you
Impressive.
Well, I fought, so come on.
All right. You fought well.
All right. You know, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a... Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy, so I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qual-
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. There's We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
Your opponent has... You may well be... Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in this... I do not doubt your ability.
Relax, my god.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. This...
What? Yeah.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
You're pretty good.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, but mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the...
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Go.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. because to not dodge is the very essence of Ling Shun clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I shouldn't be.
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe...
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and in fact, I discerned this not from what I saw.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my... Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
However, there is only... Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings. It is things of this nature that I...
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible to think a human could... And not to mention your incredibly complex...
Hey, stop evaluating...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how... Extra... So then, might I be so...
Aw, it's been a long journey. Honestly, even...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements, Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Windblade!
Rise. I'll protect her.
Disappear! Windblade!
Life goes on. Faster? Okay, faster. Come on, we can do it! Oz, reveal thyself! Rise.
With the wind! Windblade!
By royal decree!
Windblade!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Disappear! Windblade!
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious...
You seem...
I desire to know, and what influence... My apology for allowing me the honor of witnessing your So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift in the outset, not to mention with...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be... There will come a day when... the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we... Very well.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many Now, I'd like to He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment!
I'm sure everyone witnessed his... But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant... he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an...
Come with me. I can send...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see. The winds are guiding us forward.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
I got careless. Wind blade! Have a little taste.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Let the show begin.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from... Additionally, in other words...
You...
But most disappointing of all, it appears that the vision doesn't respond to human...
Fine! I've had my eyes...
Aha! So
I'd intended to win the... After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easy, since there was no use. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for... Drat. This could... I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine.
You know, according to the law...
Huh? You're not serious.
Not to mention that it seems that it would...
Whoa, whoa!
And if this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Yeah. With the wind.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more? It's up to you.
No need for...
Huh? Paimon
take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when they're greatest. But unfortunately, yes, from the moment I've tried though futile. After seeing you, come, why don't you give... I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's...
The story begins. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the...
Kazuha!
All right then. It's time we allow me to gather the wind.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time. Captain Beidou was... But still, Captain Beidou was...
The one who stole the vision, he knew he stood no chance of winning the match. In which case, the Crux clash comes...
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is...
Paimon thought we...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, but the voyage to In fact...
Hold on a second.
Let us not forget, suffice it to say, in the meantime...
Paimon believe...
Thank you. One final word.
Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think about it.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor.
Seems Beidou is a...
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for your...
So you'll be heading off then? Weather the journey until we meet again. Ad Astra...
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another...
Well, I guess it's...
Okay,
just following...
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never... Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty. Though the fleet was full. Now then, let me introduce Toma, these two.
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation
Toma's resided on Rita. If you run into any Good.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto.
Now then, first things first. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Propagate! Take this!
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and export of... My apologies, but I'll have to ask...
Here are their entry papers.
What? Ugh, take your time.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a...
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry.
Yes.
Okay, the processing...
2 million!
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry. You can trust my...
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever... But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just the way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes so when the day...
Then they'll milk...
Exactly. It's that time... Yes, but when you're the most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves, that's how the inner...
So it's a trade...
Yep. And essentially, it's an association to... I see. After all, the Raiden Shogun... I was going to say...
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Really?
Connections come at... In fact, I like to do things in a way that keeps
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon.
Oh, here's the situation. Recently, the head of this...
Yeah! Lightning slash! What? Yeah!
I'll protect us. La 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 la. Pink!
Here! Yeah! Yeah!
Life goes on.
Take this!
Yeah. Yeah. Oz, reveal thyself. Insubordination!
Lightning slash!
Let's dance.
Yeah! What? Thunderclap! Here! Yeah! Yeah! What?
Go.
Lightning slash! Lightning flash! Take this! Lightning flash!